but when you climax,
Oh god.
Oh.
I can't believe we're taking it to this level.
you barf in your mouth.
Yeah, I probably would.
I probably
All right,
would.
ladies, be warned. Brett may puke on you.
He's not getting this offer right now. This is a scenario.
No, this is based on things that will never happen, right?
All right,
Or-
let's do it right now.
What? In the display case, and head cheese is a boiled. You boil
How
a
did you
pig's
make
head.
that freaking connection, Brett?
That is a photographic memory. at
Oh
work.
my god.
What is the McGangbang?
McDonald's McGangbang. Simply order a McDouble and a McChicken. The McChicken sandwich is placed directly inside the juicy McDouble, buns and all. So if a normal McDouble doesn't quite fill you up, take the chance by combining a McChicken McDouble from McDonald's secret menu.
So then, do you just order the two different pieces, or do you?
You
Order
say, I
a
want the surf
McGangbang?
and turf, and they'll give you the two.
And they'll give you the two and you put it together. I'm not into the fish thing, but I think I would do the McGangbang.
Yeah.
That does not sound right at all. You know what, honey? Let's try a McGangbang.
Are you bringing that to the table, Alex? Are we having
We can
this
set it on the
discussion?
table and do it right here on the podcast. Try a McGangbang on the podcast.
Wow. Wow.
So Die Hard started a
I
trend.
hate Speed 2.
Why?
That's pretty
It's
bad.
horrible.
It's kind of like, it's more of a watch it because it's laughably bad.
Yes.
There are a few parts that I thought Sandra Bullock was pretty funny.
She's a great actress, but she sucks in that movie.
She cuts open the door with the chainsaw and she's like revving it. Can you guys get out?
If you back up with the saw,
What? If you back up with the saw!
we'll give it a try.
It's so bad.
It is very bad writing. It is
Oh,
very bad.
Bad.
But I always thought of it as more of an action type than a funny movie, and it turns out this, like, as an adult watching it, it's a terrible
It's
film.
horrible.
That was a great
That's great.
quote by
Yeah.
Josh. I just got a Charlie horse in my thigh.
Oh shoot! You okay?
You were gonna fart or
Do
something.
you need something?
Hey, where's your Charlie
Just give me
horse?
time. It's on the bottom of this thigh.
Hey, you can do this. Put your foot out. Put your
I
foot
can't
out. Do it.
move.
Put your
Oh shoot!
Ah! Put it out now. Flex your foot up, like your toes towards the ceiling. It looks like you're trying to take a shit.
What do you need to
Well, I
do?
don't want it to look like
What do you
that.
want to do?
I'm trying to put my foot over there. Help me. My back's to the camera.
No, you're fine.
Ridiculous.
You're fine. You're okay.
It's
You're okay.
ridiculous.
You're okay. You're
Let's do some
You're doing some friggin' Christmas trivia.
Welcome to the PTO Unlimited podcast. Let's try that again. Welcome to the PTO Unlimited podcast. My name is Josh.
Alex,
All right. Well, now that we got
I'm
that out
taller
of the
than
way.
you.
No?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think so, bro.
Sit up. Yeah, I'm taller than you.
No, you just wear your seat higher. That's all. You just don't know how to sit at a computer. I had to tell you how to fix your posture today. You know?
You try staring at a screen.
Go on.
Lecture.
Go on. Been there. Go on. It's like you say screen anything, I've been there, you know. Being in front of a computer for hours on end, been there. You can't even say anything on that. So how is your work going though? Now that you've been in it for a while now. This is a little bit more of a difference as far as like this week and last week versus weeks ago. You're now doing better or what?
I'm doing better. I feel like
That's
I'm just when I feel like I'm not grasping things, I find out that I'm actually like ahead of everyone else.
Yeah. Like everyone's like, oh my gosh, I didn't get this very well or didn't do this
Yeah.
right. And
I
you're
feel like
oh,
I'm grasping my job a lot
Yeah.
better than the rest of the class and a lot better than I thought I would.
Right.
And I don't know if it's just because I have like double the experience. I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of my job and like what I do with like claims and stuff is very situational, and I've been through a lot of situations. So I feel like I'm asking like the right questions. I thought for the longest time, the first week or two, I was being really annoying to my teacher because I was like, well, what if this happens? And what if this happens? And what if we run into this? And she's like,
Right.
I just found out that most of the questions I'm asking, I'm learning this week. So I was just asking like questions that were ahead of my time. Like, I guess like I was like, well, we'll get into that later. You don't need to know that yet, but I'll answer the question. I'm like, "Oh, but I really just want to learn more. Like I'm in a
Yeah.
learning like mood, or like I'm like a sponge right now, but like at the same time there's days like today where I'm like me and 90% of my class after we take like a test we've been studying for 4 days, and we take it and then we just don't want to do anything afterwards because our brain's exhausted. Well, no, it's like, all right, you guys did okay on this test, which I found out I actually got like an A on, and everybody else like got like a
Class average was below.
it was below that. So it just like, I don't know, they're like, all right, now we're gonna not spoon feed you, but we're gonna like platter feed you like a bunch of information today. And we're like,
Oh yeah.
I was so exhausted today from like taking in a lot of information that our last like 10-minute break where we turn off our cameras and our mics and we take 10-15 minutes, and I saw Pixel on the floor and I was like, I'm taking a snooze.
Who is also being extremely stubborn right now.
Yeah,
Like,
he's just
I'm putting him on the floor.
Yeah.
He's really being stubborn tonight. You tried to take a nap before the show, couldn't do it, and it really
Pixel.
upset you. Right now he is just being ultra stubborn because we have changed our entire lifestyle this week. Like, we've changed our day-to-day activities like this week. I am no longer in one spot. You're no longer in one spot. We've moved the studio around, as you can see again on the show, which if you're not watching us on YouTube, PTOUnlimited Podcast is our handle. Make sure you're following, subscribing, liking, all that jazz, and sharing it. We'd like that. We moved the studio around again for like the 5th time. But
Yeah.
I think this is right.
This is nice.
This is really nice. Like, we've moved everything into their corners. You have a side, I have a side. We've got a little, I've been calling it a podium, vanity that we can just use for decoration and eventually just put stuff on there if we felt like it eventually. And then, we've got the back wall here that we've just had on the show plenty of times. So just, it's going to stay.
It works.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know what else we can really do to the studio more than just putting more sound foam up, I guess. We can. We got more sitting around in the closets behind us, so there's a lot of storage mess behind us that you want to get cleaned up too, right?
This whole room,
Well,
to be
no,
honest.
that is organized.
Yeah, but there's certain things I want to do to the wall behind it.
Oh, go on.
Yeah.
Like what?
I don't know, like, I don't know, maybe some shelves and some decorations with some picture frames.
You and I have never put up any shelves in any location ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
I was just thinking,
It's
like,
always been like
you know,
stationary
like a couple
shelves from the floor.
decorative shelves like here, and like, well,
Well,
yours can't really work.
I
'cause
move
you
my
your desk.
Yeah, I have a standing desk, and you,
No.
I think,
I was thinking
gonna,
like a couple decorative.
I think you're
shelves
gonna
right
get a standing desk
here,
eventually
and
too, right?
Maybe I'm until I actually start doing my job. Like, I mean, I'm doing bits and pieces, like, 'cause I'm in training.
Yeah,
So until I get into a routine and I'm doing it every single day, and
you can
then-
scoot over more to the right.
and still until I'm doing it every single day and get a routine down of how I do my job
Yeah,
and my expectations and stuff. So over the next few months, probably,
That's
then
good.
I don't know.
well, I will say it is a game changer for myself. Like, I can get up in the middle of the day and just stand for hours and then feel better, or like more energetic. I don't know. It just feels better, so you can just don't.
What I'm
feel
struggling with
restless.
right now is like, I was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna make like my seasonal depression like so much easier.
Lol.
And seasonal depression does not discriminate.
No, no, it doesn't.
It doesn't care if you're an at-home worker or a hospital worker or fast
No.
food worker.
No.
It's gonna creep up on you anyway. So
Right.
like,
It's still gonna get to you eventually. It's
It's
gonna
like,
do whatever.
I don't know. This last week is just like, I don't know. The part of seasonal depression, like how it starts for me, is I don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
Like, I go from like it being like really sunny and warm outside, like, oh, let's go do.
Bless you. Oh boy. Round 3. You don't normally do 3.
Fall is here.
Well, we also
Winter's here.
You're in a corner that you're not normally sitting at, and I might have moved some dust around, moving some things. You never know.
So, anyways, like I was talking about for weather changing.
Yeah, it is what it is.
No, the sun is just kind of like black, and it's daylight savings time, and that affects us. And like it's only 7:30, and it feels like it's like 10 o'clock at night, and like I can tell it.
Don't do that.
I can totally go to bed right now.
You just broke the cardinal rule on camera, Alex. Let's get into the episode here.
Yeah.
So, on this day, by the way, 17 years ago, Gears of War was released on Xbox 360. Today is the 17th anniversary.
Wow.
Are you planning on playing the campaigns? I'm going to just be Brett's advocate here.
Do I plan on it? Yeah. Do I know
when?
No, I have no idea.
Yeah? Oh, okay.
I'm gonna be arms deep in some COD later.
You should do the trilogy at least, because I hear the third one's like the best. You know, everyone talks about the third one as being like the hardcore Gears of War game that has like the climax story. What's your deal? Tighten your thing. No,
I just want my mic at my mouth.
Ayo. Now it won't move.
Okay.
Yeah, you just had to tighten that.
Okay, that's actually nice now. It looks like I'm slouching on.
Doesn't it?
But I'm actually like up against my chair. Like
I think it's because the pillow is in such a weird spot. You're not supposed to have a pillow underneath you in this chair. You know that, right?
It looks like it might be my shirt. Oh, I mean, it might be my shirt.
You're like, oh no, what do I have underneath?
What do I have? I have more
Shorts.
pajama pants.
She's just doubled up on pajamas.
I've got
Alex
pajama
flashes her under
pants,
pajamas.
my under pajamas, my over pajamas. I've got my work outfit, my second work outfit.
What about second work outfit?
It's got to be the damn shirt, man.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I said you looked like you were slouching earlier.
I know. It doesn't feel like I'm slouching, though.
I think it's the pillow.
You don't like it.
You don't like it?
It doesn't look right.
That's why I'm sitting forward more. I'm just trying to sit forward, trying to lean
just
forward.
looks like this.
No, that's bad. All right. But no, you know how we talk about Gears of War 3's Horde mode? Like, Gears of War 1 didn't even have that. It was just the campaign. I think they had multiplayer. I think that was it. Also, on this day 17 years ago, Guitar Hero 2 was released on PlayStation 2, which was, some would think was the highest selling. No, Guitar Hero 3 was the highest selling Guitar Hero of all time.
3?
Yeah. Actually, I got the numbers right here. Guitar Hero 3, according to Activision, is the first single video game to sell more than 1 billion at retail, with nearly 3.5 million copies sold during the first 7 months of 2008.
Wow.
Guitar Hero 2 sold over 1.3 million copies. So 3 was the highest selling Guitar Hero of all time. That's kind of crazy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in the day when it was like the thing. I mean, people still have fun playing. I mean, we get Rock Band out at the Halloween party, the Toga party, and it's like people flock to it. So.
Right. Right, I agree. I speaking of the Halloween party and all that, you forgot to mention you did cosplay.
Did I?
The cosplay convention, Fantasticon was like.
Did we? When was our last show?
Oh shoot! Where's my keyboard?
When was our last show? I don't know. Wait, I need to figure out what our last show was in order to figure out what. Here.
I've got it. I've got
it?
Let me close that up here. Well, I've got the photos up. I had Discord up of when that was. And
wow, it feels like that
can
was
you read that date?
Feels like it was so long ago. That's October 24th.
That?
29th.
Okay, so no. We did
29th.
not because we did not record on Halloween. So no, you did not get the opportunity to talk
Oh my
about that.
gosh, we haven't talked about even Halloween yet, man.
Did you discuss your did we show a photo of your Ferngully stuff?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. So let's just go into that.
Yeah.
I've got that.
Well,
right
I mean, so yeah, let's go ahead and pull it up. Let's do that.
here.
All right, guys. Well, it's the first show since Halloween, and Halloween was a week ago.
Yeah.
Wow, it does not feel like that.
So this was your cosplay.
So this is my cosplay this year. So this year I was Krista from Ferngully.
And you went. So we took you took your nephew. I don't think I have a photo of that. We took your nephew trick or treating, and I was Ghostface again. I was one of the scariest people in the area. I shouldn't have done that.
You were too scary to go trick or treating.
I was. It was really bad. But you fit in just.
I actually had a lot of people go, "Oh my God, are you Krista?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Where are my 30 people at?" Anybody under 30 probably won't know who this is.
Right.
So yeah, no, that was my cosplay this year. I'm pretty proud of it.
I did a quick...
It's pretty simple compared to the other years, but I taught myself how to do a sewing pattern. That was my big thing.
I quick photoshopped you into a scene.
You did that. You did that on your phone.
Yeah, I did that on my phone.
And I was like, dang, that actually looks. I mean, you can definitely tell Photoshop, but at the same time,
Right.
I was just like, actually, that looks pretty darn good. Good for you. You know what I did?
What'd you do?
I removed the straps.
You what?
I removed the straps from my wings. Like,
Oh, that's right. You
yeah.
did a little bit of Photoshop.
I did the Photoshop thing myself.
Okay. So we've got to talk about Fantasticon as well. So
I mean, I'm not going to talk about it a lot.
Not really. It was kind of a blah event. And
it was just like the day after, or like not the day after.
Day before Halloween.
It was like a couple days before Halloween. Our downtown, our local.
Fake blood for
fake
YouTube.
Fake blood, by the way, for YouTube. It's fake. It's all fake. It's Halloween stuff's fake. Okay.
Hope we don't get in trouble for that.
Hopefully don't get in trouble for that.
I hope we don't.
Okay. So anyways, our local downtown had a little tiny Comic-Con. And I saw that there was going to be a cosplay contest, and I was like, hey, you know what? Let's do it. I was just like kind of a jump of the gun. The only thing I was missing for my my costume was my whiteout eye contacts. So I took my bridal witch from Left 4 Dead 2, which, I mean, everybody still really enjoyed the costume for sure. But I said, well, let's go ahead and put it in the contest. And the contest was a POS. The judging was below par, but from what I've learned being at a handful of Comic-Cons and cosplay contests now, if there's no prejudging involved, your best bet is to either build something super big or just make it super intricate out of foam and you'll win. So
for this one.
No, I'm talking about just like in general.
You're thinking foam core
like
stuff?
If there's no prejudging, then like I never met any of the judges. The judges didn't get within 20 feet of me.
I think there's a photo of you up there. Oh, here's all the people. Yeah.
And on top of that, like when I knew things were starting to go downhill was when we were all hiding in the back to go up on stage. They originally only said get there early because we're only allowing the first 25 contestants.
Yeah.
And this was over 50 people.
It did not stick.
So, and the first place was supposed to get $500 cash, second place was $250, and first was $1. And they also said that they weren't going to be any groups. Well, third place was a group.
Yep.
And got $100. Second place, I know Josh says it's trash, but I think by hand this guy did a really good job. He was like a Pokemon master with Rayquaza, and he built
right there.
Yeah. He built like a Rayquaza Pokemon out of looked like a scooter basically, so that way he could like ride it. So I thought that was pretty cool. But first place was I don't even know if you can see him in there.
It's either this one.
That's him. That's first.
Or
nope, it's not the guy on the end.
That one. No.
Nope. That's the guy that Jake and I said should have
Chainsaw Man won.
So it was Chainsaw Man
that
1.
Guy...
He didn't even have any real blood looking on his shirt, and his like you could tell he just kind of 3D modeled his helmet. And I did not think my brother or I were gonna win. We both were like, holy shit. Like, so the girl next to me in this photo
right here,
she handcrafted and sewed her whole entire outfit. Like,
yeah.
And I mean, you guys can't really see on
Yeah.
that well, but
I can
like
see.
Jake and I like went up to her and I was like, oh my gosh, you did all this. Like, I was like, oh wow, she has some really intricate sewing. Like, that's like next level compared to me. And like, I had to stress myself and bloody myself up and stuff and I have good effects. But I was like, dang, she did some really good sewing work.
Yeah. The convention was just one. It was a quarter of what we're used to seeing, so it wasn't anything major. But you did see another girl that was the bridal witch.
I did. I don't think that will ever happen again.
No,
ever.
That's her.
There
that's her
was
shown
somebody
before.
local that showed up and she was the bridal witch from Left 4 Dead 2 and I was like, and she came up to me after the con was over and she's like, I just had to like say how much your cosplay was awesome and blah, blah. I was like I don't think that's ever gonna happen again because it's just nobody plays the game very much anymore, or you don't hear about people playing the game, and it's just such a rare cosplay to see. And if you see a cosplay from Left 4 Dead, it's usually like a hunter, a boomer, a smoker, or even like the original looking Left 4 Dead witch. You don't see the bridal witch.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I just thought that was kind of cool that she did kind of the same exact thing as me. Like, you just, and especially in like a tiny local con. So no, it was pretty good. She did a good job on hers too.
I'm actually just happy that you did it, and just to.
Yeah, this time I actually didn't need to take like a panic pill.
No, you didn't. You didn't even like get weirded out about it or anything.
No, I did pretty well this time. The only time I got nervous was like right when they call you out onto stage. And they say who you are, and then you have to go up out on the stage. I'm like, oh great, here comes the nerves. But you're only on the stage for like, 30 seconds, and you get off. You'll do a little twirl and a little like act out thing.
So we had a Halloween party at your sister's, a Halloween party at one of your old coworkers, and then went trick-or-treating. I was Halloweened out.
Yeah, we actually like really went all out for Halloween this year, because usually we do our Halloween party like right around Halloween. So by the time the Halloween party's over, like we're the last big stop, I feel like, for most people and ourselves. So like as soon as our party's over, Halloween's over.
Yeah.
And this time it was like we had our party on like the 21st. We still had two weekends.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, Halloween's gonna be like 2.5 weeks for us. So we just took down all of our decorations yesterday.
And we will get to that later with our fan question. So
yeah,
that's gonna be coming up as well. So with the there was something about hold on, we were talking about Halloween,
Fantasticon parties.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else we really. Oh, we hung out with Brett and Ashley last weekend.
We did. That was actually a couple days ago.
Dude, like we just chatted with them. That's all we did for like a couple hours.
Like 6 hours.
That just seems to be our thing. And
well, when you don't see like friends for like we hadn't seen them since the Halloween party, and the Halloween party doesn't like it counts, but it doesn't count because like we had so many people here to entertain. Like we had like small talk with everybody, so it
really was.
We had a lot to talk about.
We did. But no, it was a good time hanging out with them. Brett got a little smashed, but
I'd say he got smashed. I'd say he got like
a
nice happy drunk.
And I'm like, hey man, you need it after his time away from the show. He's busy. He's not just chilling in paradise, bro.
Yeah.
So he's got a lot going on his plate. He's got a lot. So speaking of a lot, we should probably get into the rest of the freaking like updates and stuff. We should talk about the NFL and fantasy and all that jazz. First, let's talk about fantasy. Then we'll go through the scores from last week and a little bit of the story that has been freaking going on in Minnesota. We got a lot to talk about with that. Exciting. And Alyx thinks it might be a fluke.
I don't say that. I said I hope.
Yeah. So on fantasy, I am 3-6 now. My last 2 losses that have been just recently have been absolute BS. The fact that Stroud from the Texans, the quarterback, threw so many touchdowns and so many yards on Sunday. Andrew picked him up. I was facing him, and he just blew up. Like, something's against me this year on fantasy, and something's against me with NFL. I don't get it. I just don't understand. You're 7-2 now.
Sure am.
You're no longer undefeated. Last time we were on the show, you were, I believe.
Yes.
So you're on a no.
I'm not on a losing streak because last week I won.
Okay.
The week before, I
You
lost. It was like I lost, I won, and then I just lost again.
Yeah. Okay. So this last loss was against Quentin, and
Yeah. And I lost by like 3 points.
what is gruesome about that
Is that he doesn't play?
He's auto drafted.
Yeah. I will tell you, like, I would have won if I literally just switched my kickers.
Same. And my quarterback. Oh my God. I picked up Josh Dobbs not thinking he was going to play at all. It's like, oh, I just want to have a Vikings quarterback just because. Let's see how good he plays. I didn't think he was going to play on Sunday. He wasn't supposed to. Prescott was also not as bad as Herbert. Herbert played like trash. So I just need to drop him. He's a drop in a bucket now. I don't think he's a good quarterback. I think he's I don't think he's popping off. So yeah, Brett is 5-4. He's sailing at a good pace as well. He doesn't really have a whole lot. He's just middle of the road. Just win some, lose some. I think he's probably gonna make playoffs. I am just struggling to make the playoffs.
I don't think I'm gonna make the playoffs.
Frick off. You and Ashley are the best in the league right now. So we'll just see where this goes. It's gonna be a crazy, crazy season for NFL and fantasy because there's just been so many toss-ups. Nobody knows what's going on anymore. It's just it's nuts. Last time we were on the show, Kirk Cousins was still an active quarterback. We were about to face the Packers.
I know. It's sad.
Yeah.
Made me sad to see everybody, like happy, sad to see everybody like supporting Cousins like on the team by them wearing like Cousins t-shirts.
When they went to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about that when we get into the NFL scores here, which is right now.
Right now.
Let me go under the week here. So starting off, we have the Titans and Steelers. Steelers won 20-16. I can't say whether or not I was looking forward to that game at all. I don't really have anything to say about them. Dolphins and Chiefs happened over in Germany. Chiefs won 21-14. It was an okay game. The next game is our game on the list here, so we're just going to dive into it. The Vikings beat the Falcons 31-28. Now,
there's a lot of first times in history in this game, and leave it to the Vikings for having
these freaking records, man. So the Vikings lost Cousins. He's out for the season with an Achilles tear, and that's just grand.
That's just it. Yeah, nothing you can do about it.
So we went and picked up Josh Dobbs for security, and he was on the backup to Hall, who is the backup to Mullins, who is out on concussion protocol. So we had Hall, who is a rookie quarterback, going against the Falcons, and man, he looked strong.
He did. I had some confidence in him.
Yeah. So he went out on the second drive going right down the field. They were third and like goal, and he ran it in. He wanted to run it into the touchdown. He went down out on concussion.
And they said, Dobbs,
here we go. It's you.
They said we just got you like 24 hours ago.
We got you on Tuesday. We're playing you on Sunday.
Put your helmet on.
The lineman had never heard his voice or cadence before. So before he went up, the Vikings kicked the field goal, made it. It's 3-3 Falcons. Now the Falcons have the ball. So at this point, Joshua Dobbs has to get with his offensive linemen to learn how to do whatever they can. Mind you, the with Hall, the rookie, which they had done practice all week with, they got one offensive penalty, which was a full start. Joshua Dobbs plays the rest of the game. 0 false starts. With a quarterback they've never heard from.
Yeah.
He didn't know half the frickin' people's names on the team.
He didn't know, like...
on the roster. Like,
he didn't know anybody.
He didn't know. He never played a snap in practice with the Vikings. He was picked up, didn't even go in knowing anything. Kevin O'Connell would explain the plays on the sidelines. Dobbs would execute the play. He heard the calls from Kevin O'Connell when he read the defense, given seconds to adjust through his earpiece. That's it. And he would explain to him the play with the 6-7 seconds that Kevin O'Connell had to talk to him.
Yeah.
That earpiece was a freaking godsend for the Vikings. He did fumble 2 times and a safety. Let's not forget this. But with this, the defense showed up, bro. I cannot even I can't stress this enough. They were looking bad. The Vikings were looking like, all right, this is tank time. Let's go. And no, if Dobbs went out, we did have a backup to Dobbs, which was Cam Akers. Cam Akers went out with Achilles tear as well in this game. Dobbs did not.
We didn't even have a backup to our backup. We had nobody.
So,
Kevin O'Connell might as well have suited up and gone out on the field.
They didn't have a concrete plan on the backup, so it was all in on Dobbs, and he knows how to run. 66 yards.
Yeah.
He threw for a touchdown at the end. He got the game ball from the coach. I mean, I don't know what else there is to stress.
Didn't you say he met the owner?
He met the owner in the locker room.
Like after the game?
After the game.
Like, oh, congratulations.
Hi,
welcome
I'm
to the
Ziggy
team.
Wolf, by the way. I'm the owner. It's nice to have you on the team. That's exactly what he said.
Win.
I can't believe that. You meet the owner, you meet the team, you learn the freaking playbook, and you go in and win.
Nah, he did it backwards.
Now, Alyx, Case Keenum did the exact same thing and beat the Saints in the playoffs. Do you think this is a fluke?
I hope not.
I
don't think it is. I'm just saying, like, I hope that everyone's not putting Dobbs on a pedestal. Because you are. Everybody is. And it could have just been beginner's luck because, I mean, look at who we were facing, okay? It's not like we were facing the Cowboys or the Eagles.
Both were 4-4 going into this. So they had to win this to continue on to get to the playoffs. And now the Vikings have an opportunity with Dobbs and Hall coming back, hopefully from concussion protocol in 2 weeks or 3. We don't know. But I do believe that Mullins, who is the other backup, will be now back up to Dobbs. So what a season, man. And here I was just expecting Hall to take us maybe to the playoffs and we lose. Yeah. I'm just okay with that. And Cousins is looking to re-sign, and I'm okay with this. I'm like, all right, now we have a lot of quarterback options. We got Hall. We've got Dobbs.
It's okay to have a backup to the backup to the backup.
We're not even thinking about Mullins. I don't even want to talk about him. He just sucks. I don't even know why we have him. But, man, it was looking promising, and then it was looking bad, then it was looking promising. So that was the game on Sunday that we dealt with. My adrenaline was just insane on that day. Let's continue on with the scores. Bears and Saints. Saints won 24-17. Bears are just all just bleh. They're bad. The Rams lost to the Packers 20-3. The Commanders beat the Patriots 20-17. I thought they lost. So yeah, the Patriots are, I believe, out of the playoff running. So there's that. The Ravens beat the Seahawks 37-3.
Ravens looking good.
Ravens looking good. So this is the game I was talking about where Andrew had his quarterback going, popping off and winning everything. 39-37. Texans over the Buccaneers. What?
Yeah, what?
What? Cardinals get shut out by the Browns 27-0.
First time shutting out a game. What did they say? 16 years?
The Browns did. Yes.
Yeah.
That's actually not that long of a stat, but
that's
is
a long stat though.
I thought it would be a longer stat. So,
first shutout game for them in 16 years. Go
crazy.
Browns.
Colts beat the Panthers 27-13. Panthers are out of the playoff running. The Raiders beat the Giants 30-6.
They came back with a new coach.
They did. They fired Josh McDaniels. So Patrick
is ecstatic.
I want to hear your voicemail on the next show, bro, about how happy you are.
He's
about
already
this
in
new
chat.
coach. Is he?
He said Raiders.
He didn't leave a voicemail this week. I expected him to have some kind of like a amazing thing
I
to
just
say.
love that we have him as like on history, like on tape or on tape. God, we're old. We have him on tape.
We have him on tape.
Saying like fire McDaniels.
Yes, so McDaniels is gone, as is the general manager. So
Oh, and then Jimmy G's gone too.
he's benched at least.
Well, he's benched, yeah.
Yeah. O'Connell. Who's? I don't know the freaking quarterback to the Raiders. Maybe I should just click the game here. Raiders. O'Connell. He had 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 200 yards. Jacobs got 2 touchdowns, 98 yards, so that's fine. I mean, it was all running for the Raiders. Sorry. The Giants, Jones is out, I believe, for the season with an Achilles or ACL.
My gosh, people.
So he's
Get a hold
gone.
of your Achilles.
Keep
it planted.
ACL, not his Achilles. ACL, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yep. The Eagles beat the Cowboys 28-23. The Eagles have the best record in the NFL, and they need to shut up.
It's the Eagles.
I hate the Eagles so much. There is a TikTok going around about an Eagles coach. He's wearing a thong.
Oh.
At the game.
Hey, whatever floats your boat, man.
Float your boat, bro. Whatever floats
Josh
your
wears
boat.
thongs all the time.
What? I do
know.
nothing of the sort.
I know.
My bits would freaking fall out.
I'm not really sure how guys can wear thongs.
I think they're called banana hammocks, so they're just thicker in the front. More of a pouch.
More pouch.
It's a pouch in the front. Yeah.
Nothing
like an
in the
elastic
back.
pouch.
Pouch in the front, nothing
Right.
in the back.
Exactly. Like a mankini.
It is not attractive to me. I'm
You
sorry.
got some more stuff in chat that Patrick's like flaring about.
Mm-hmm.
What's he saying?
Everything that you just
Everything I was
basically
saying?
said.
Okay. The Bengals beat the Bills 24-18. So Bills aren't looking the best. I don't know, man. The Chargers beat the Jets 27-6 last night. Can't really say anything about that. Herbert wasn't great. It just wasn't a great game for the Chargers. They kind of just meh on it. Like he did 136 yards. I don't even think it. Yeah, 0 interceptions, 0 touchdowns. It was awful. So I don't know. He's just not good. For us, the Vikings are facing the Saints at home.
Let's go.
This Sunday. So
Let's go.
Skull Vikings. Let's beat those Saints. I'm hoping that Dobbs gets some good plays and we do well. That's all I gotta say. Our defense is looking strong. They've intercepted. They've fumbled, forced fumbled. They've been doing well.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say it out loud. So
new coach, by the way.
So what I'm saying is, like, you know how I said, like, I hope Dobbs isn't a fluke.
Okay.
So he did very well not knowing the plays.
But the defense did well, right?
Listen to me.
I'm going to listen.
He did well acting, like, within a matter of seconds, not knowing the plays.
Yes.
So I feel that this next game might not be good because he's going to be too concentrated on actually executing the play and trying to learn and do the play versus how he was actually thinking and doing this last game, which will cause him to stutter and not do as well. I'm calling it.
I wonder how Hawkinson's doing. His ribs weren't
Yeah,
doing
he got
well.
slammed a few times in his ribs.
They're both 5-4, so they're both going in needing this win. So, and it's at home.
That's
we've
what
only
I'm saying,
won once at home.
That's what I'm saying, though.
So
I said it.
Who else is?
We're not gonna have huge dreams for this next game.
Browns are at the Ravens.
So that one's gonna be difficult.
And Jets are at the Raiders, so that's gonna be
go
interesting.
Raiders.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, always go Raiders.
What?
Well, yeah, because it's Patrick.
Except for when we
face them,
which will be, I believe, in December. I'm looking. I'm actually just scrolling. I think it's at the end of December. Anyways, so yeah, crazy. I didn't even look at picks. Like I'm just more all in on everything else that's been going on. So I should look at our NFL picks sometimes after this. Playing and watching, we got to talk about.
Mhm.
Playing wise, I've been playing the new Fortnite map.
How about that?
Let's kind of
Let's
kinda
not
dive
talk about it.
Let's kind of dive into that a little bit. It's fine. It's
Not fine.
It's not the best. It's fine.
It's not the best. It's not fine.
The reason why I say it's fine is because we're not in the jungle.
I'd much rather have the jungle at this point.
You're stressed out that much?
Yep. It's molasses. It's barren. It's stupid.
Okay.
You heard me.
Squads didn't change your mind?
I mean, it makes it more fun to play with the squad, but like didn't change the way that the last time I played.
You're still upset about it. Still pissed.
Mhm.
Still not enjoying it?
No.
Okay.
Move on to the next season already.
So this map is probably going to be around for a month.
Oh, well, isn't that fantastic? I'll just play Call of Duty then.
So Modern Warfare 3 on multiplayer comes out on Thursday. So that'll be on my stream, of course, for sure. You want to play with me? You're home. You can do it.
Maybe.
Yeah. So
that way I can quit anytime.
What?
Won't be live on TV.
Late. What?
Won't be live on TV if I'm playing with you.
I'm confused. What are you talking about?
You said you want to play Fortnite with you.
Call of Duty.
Oh, I thought you said Fortnite.
Thursday.
Well, yeah, of course I do.
Okay. Wednesday is Fortnite, probably. Just I have the season pass. I have to play it for a little bit. I gotta swap back and forth.
Yeah, that's your
I
fault.
bought the season pass. So
yeah, it's your fault.
it is, and I'll be fine with that. And in a month, it might be better with a new map afterwards. We'll see. So hopefully it'll be better. I'm not upset about it. It's fine. But the big deal about the OG map though is it brought in 44 million players, the biggest day ever in Battle Royale history. So that's probably why.
Not really surprising though.
That's probably why we're getting destroyed. So maybe this week it might be better. Might get a couple of wins on Wednesday. I don't know.
It could happen.
Positivity. It could be good. I was planning on playing the Modern Warfare 3 campaign, but apparently it's garbage, and I'm not even going to give it the opportunity. I just won't. Everyone says it's trash. Everyone says it's not enjoyable. They say it's just a DMZ with tasks, and that's it. It was very uninspired and the worst Call of Duty campaign.
For the first time ever, like literally what our friends have said about the game is like exactly what IGN said.
Yes, exactly.
Like they actually agree.
Yeah. So
it's shit.
I had the campaign installed.
$1 billion company, right?
$1 billion company. They got bought out by Microsoft, and that's okay. I don't know. IGN gave it a 4. Brig actually had a fit about it.
Mm-hmm.
He uninstalled, got a refund, said he's not playing it, and then we're like,
and then realized, oh shit, my friends are gonna play the multiplayer.
We got the multiplayer coming up, brah. And he's like,
oh shit, I need to get it back again.
Yeah, so he did, and the rest is history, really. Like we've just ever since then, we've really just.
I enjoyed the beta.
We're waiting. The beta was fine. I wanted different maps, which is what we're getting.
It's a beta.
15 maps, I believe, 16 or whatever, but I want more than that. But I do believe that what we're getting is just $70 DLC, and it's a little upsetting, but
you know what, right now, $70 to play Call of Duty.
I'm craving
because
something
it's been
fun.
forever since we played Call of Duty.
I want good multiplayer, and I'm hoping this offers it. So
better be worth $70.
Yeah.
Brick needs to change his username to the Refunder.
the Refunder.
Yeah, it's funny.
He really does. He's gonna make Patrick just get really mad.
Yeah.
Because his response was, "Break, you should just not buy anything ever again, ever, and just like sit on it." We've been watching some Lego Masters. We've got to catch up on it. Actually, tonight we're gonna watch the next episode that just came out, which
Because it's couples night.
yeah. We watched the Cirque du Soleil one, which was
It was kind of meh, kind of
very
a
meh.
throwaway episode.
What was the other one that was after that? They did.
We didn't watch
one.
anything after. We
Mhm.
did.
Mm-hmm. There were 2 episodes. Yeah, there was another one. It was the sound one. I don't remember. I think that one was before that.
I think that was before.
There was another one after the Cirque du Soleil one. I know it. But we're gonna be watching it tonight, the next episode. So I'm excited about that. But one thing I want to talk about for watching is we watched Five Nights at Freddy's.
Sure did.
I'm feeling the FOMO of not going to the theater on this one. I really am. Spoiler-free review here.
Okay.
I'm more along the lines of this movie was more for the fans of the entire franchise, as opposed to fans of just like the gameplay. Like the jumpy gameplay, it's gonna be creepy. That's it.
You're probably gonna, if you're only a fan of just the watching YouTubers or just watch or even playing just to like get a quick scare, you're gonna enjoy it. But I don't think you're gonna enjoy it to the full extent of like being overly holy shit about it. And if you've never played the games before, you're probably not gonna like it. But if you are a fan, you've played the games, and you love the storyline, you love the lore, you're going to be ecstatic.
You played the games. You don't know anything about the lore as like the deep dive.
I don't know the deep dive of it, no.
But you do know some.
I know some of it enough to enjoy the movie.
Right.
Now, the deep dive lore, I can see why the hype is like overly hype and why the movie made so much money.
Yeah.
So there is a huge fan base. Whenever I play FNAF on stream, I get a shit ton of people that are always in like, oh, do you know about this character and what their story is and this? I'm like, I'm just here to get jumpy scared. Like, I'm not here to learn about the lore kind of thing. Like, that's the kind of player I was. But like, if you're like a super big fan of
like the theories,
Five Nights at Freshers or Five Nights at Freshers,
Five Nights at Freshers,
Five Nights at Freddy's, you're gonna absolutely love the movie. You'll give it like a 12 out of 10 probably from what I hear. I mean, that's not what I'm giving it, just because I mean I enjoyed it, but I'm not gonna give it like that high of a score.
I wanted less of his, let's just say, dreams, and more of his night shifts.
Yeah,
and less of the cop.
There was definitely more things for the gamer.
Yeah,
that they could, like the actual casual gamer, little tiny Easter eggs that they kind of that they should have put in my opinion, that they didn't. That they had full. They could have, and it would have just been like the tiniest little things. I would have been, oh, ha ha ha.
Right.
But no, there's definitely Easter eggs. There's plenty of them, but they're deep dive Easter eggs.
Right.
They're not just like, oh, just a casual player Easter eggs.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a great movie. I enjoyed it. Josh Hutcherson did great.
Oh, yeah.
The writing was fine. I mean, the direction was fine. I just wish
I like that before we started watching it, that you told me that the animatronics are real.
Yeah, they are.
And they did a good job with them.
They really did.
Yeah.
They really did. I wanted more of the animatronics doing scary stuff, but I think that's what we're going to get in the sequel.
Yeah.
It did set up for a sequel pretty well.
But I think anybody would know that.
Yeah.
Because there's like how many Five Nights at Freddy's? Like 6?
I think so.
I want to say there's
also
6
side
games.
ones. There's a lot of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, anybody that's played Five Nights at Freddy's know there's not just one game.
Right. There's at least, 4 that I can right off my hand know for sure. But then there's like a few spin-off ones. I went to the Wikipedia and looked at it, and I know that there's a number of them that are like spin-offs that don't actually go with it. But I enjoyed it. I'm giving it an 8.5.
I'll give it an 8.
It was enjoyable. I will say I would like to watch it again.
It's on my it's above a 7.5, so it's on my watch my I will watch it again list.
Yeah, I would watch this one again, maybe with a friend who would be interested in seeing it. At least seeing it.
Mhm.
It's worth a theater romp.
It is. I think it would have been better
I
to see it
don't
in
know
the
if
theater.
the timing is right though. I think if you hadn't seen it in theaters already, you might have another week before the fans stop going. You might have a good time to enjoy it in theaters if you still feel like going. It might be worth it going to see it. I would if I were you, if you were into the actual lore of it at all. So that's just my opinion. I'm sure Alyx agrees.
Yeah.
So I wish I would have seen it in theaters, but I know that like Fort Wayne probably it'd be empty if we went again.
Probably.
If we went, because now they've got the Taylor Swift movie
bigger and
out.
better things. Well,
And
okay, I can't say that, and then you say Taylor Swift.
You got Hunger Games coming out soon. You got, I think Dune. Did that get pushed back?
I don't know.
I thought that
Probably.
was.
I think it did.
It did. I think it did to March. It was supposed to come out this Christmas, but I think it got pushed to March. Just because there's so much not coming out next year, we're in trouble. Like our movie income of like new media.
I think we'll be fine.
It's going to be weird. It's going to be a flux of who's going to be giving the entertaining stuff. You okay?
He's just really cute. And
No, he's not.
I want to cuddle.
You're
with
mad
him.
at him. Don't.
I want to cuddle with him.
You don't want to.
I want to go lay on the floor and go to sleep with him.
You are mad at that dog right now.
No, I'm not. I want to go cuddle.
So we got to talk about the movie club. Now this is my choice. Oh, your choice. Whose choice was it? Was it mine? I don't remember.
I think it was my choice.
Let me click on the movie club movies. It's your choice. Yes, because I chose No One Will Save You.
Yeah.
So this movie was Cobweb, and this movie just came out. So spoiler alert, we're gonna get into it. This is
Patrick, shut off the podcast.
Come back in 15 minutes, please.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, come back at like 8:30. Not your or 5:30. Come back at 5:30, Patrick. We're talking about it.
Oh man.
He said, "Gotta go."
And
here we go. Bye,
right.
Patrick.
So, an 8-year-old boy named Peter tries to investigate the mysterious knocking sounds that are coming from inside the walls of his house, unveiling a dark secret that his sinister parents have kept hidden from him. Starring Lizzie Kaplan, Anthony Starr, and Woody Norman. Critics give this a 59%. Fans give it a 71%. Again, this movie just came out. It is available to watch on, I believe, Hulu or HBO. One of those two. I know we're watching on one of those two. I think it's Hulu.
I think it was Hulu.
There's no budget being shown on this on any site. I can't find out how much this movie cost.
Okay. Well, there's special effects in it.
It is, and it's a little more of a limited release film, so the box office budget only got $8 million, but I'm not gonna give it that because it was a limited release. There were no trailers really put out for this movie.
No,
you never saw a trailer for it.
No,
I didn't see a trailer for it. I saw a TikTok scene of this, and I was like, I mentioned, hey, this might be a movie we might want to see, and so
I said, hey,
let's watch it. I went on a roller coaster on this one.
Me too.
It was interesting, and then it wasn't, and then I was like, okay, it's fine, and then I was like, I don't like it, and then the ending happened, and like, I don't know, I really don't know. Well, great setup, great premise. Anthony Starr, he's great being a villain.
He's just an amazing actor.
Such a good actor.
He's easily hated.
Yes. He is such a good actor. It was a lot like The Black Phone.
Okay.
Where it had some, like, what I thought was paranormal stuff turned into Hereditary and Five Nights at Freddy's, oddly enough, at the same time, with that raid.
Yeah.
With them coming into the house.
Yeah.
It's FNAF.
Yeah,
it's FNAF. I'm like, what? It's like they were both written at the same time for the same thing to happen.
I know, it
except
was kind of weird.
one of them's a little creepier. Sarah, who's the sister, by the way, which turns out the girl in the wall, the thing in the
Is
wall,
real.
was real. It was a real entity.
Entity. She's not an entity.
Well, person.
Yeah, real thing. She's just a monster.
She's a person born
Deformed. And a monster.
The Cheshire Cat, essentially with
yeah.
long hair.
Yeah.
What did you think of this movie?
I mean, honestly, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it pretty much every bit of it up until the last 3 minutes. Not even 3. It's like 60 seconds, maybe.
Okay. Really?
Yeah.
You enjoyed all of that?
Mm-hmm.
When I was like calling out to you, I was like, "This is stupid."
I thought it was pretty decent for the story. I just, you know me, I like backstory. I mean, I would definitely say it brings on the creepy, scary vibe pretty strong. And it, like, the jump scares are there for the people that need the jump scares. The jump scares are there. We did watch it in the living room with all the lights off, so that definitely helped.
The plot was thin. Very thin. It didn't go anywhere almost. And then it didn't. It did.
I want to know more about the missing girl story. I want to know more about Sarah. That's what I'm at. I'm like, ooh, I want a sequel just to learn, or a prequel, basically, because I want to know her story.
I don't know. I just don't know. It's really just, do you think this is going to turn into an Annabelle universe where they do a prequel, then a sequel after that? And no.
But I actually enjoyed it.
She had the worst CGI face.
I mean, it is what it is. I would have been fine, honestly, if they probably just didn't show her face, even though I really wanted to see it.
Yeah.
I think that this is probably that right there where they actually ended up showing her face.
Her cheesy grin.
I think that this is a type of movie where you really are aching to see what she looks like.
Mm.
And I think they should have left it at just seeing like her eye or something.
Right, like we did.
Yeah. Like, because I feel like your imagination would work.
Or her mouth. I mean, see something else.
I think that your imagination would do more work for this movie than what they could do CGI.
Better.
So I think once you actually
less is more in this movie.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm trying to say is less is more.
Yeah.
So
are you like taken away from Brian's review? Like, did he text you?
Oh, you want me to read it?
What did he say? Shout out to Brian, by the way. Terrible Terrors. That's on Twitch. He is a podcaster as well and majorly into the horror movies as well. And so he watched Cobweb. And
actually, I didn't say anything about
what did he
stuff.
say?
He said, I like Cobweb quite a bit. Reminded me of Malignant.
Malignant. Okay.
I don't think we've seen that one.
No.
I loved how she moved like a spider and thought that the dad Homelander was pretty good. I think some might be put off on the twist, but I don't think it was bad, even though I kind of figured it out. Good atmosphere, good performances, which I agree with.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I honestly, I didn't think I was going to enjoy this movie, and I did. So now, am I going to give it like an 8? No.
I think it could have been a Black Mirror episode better than a freaking
feature
film.
It's definitely reminds me a lot of like a Black Mirror episode.
It could have just been that. They could have taken a full half hour out. I don't know where, but somewhere. Maybe the pumpkin patch wasn't important because that wasn't needed. They didn't.
I think they're just setting up the scenery, like Brian said, like the atmosphere of the movie, and like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, I'm like, if I were to rate it, I'd probably give it a 7.
Mm.
It's not one that I'm just gonna like pop in, but it is one like I feel like.
Why all of a sudden did she say like she was waiting until he was old enough?
She said I couldn't, like, I had to wait until you were old enough, like, cause she wanted him to be able to kill the parents.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which that scene.
I want to know more about like her story. Josh and I thought for the longest time, like all of a sudden we're like, oh my god, the little boy is not their kid.
Or they were completely innocent and there was nothing behind the
Yeah,
wall at all.
or they were
I would have much
innocent,
rather that.
and the boy was just crazy.
That would have been, I think,
That would have been a
better
big
story.
twist.
I think that would have been a better story, in my opinion, and less of her being real and him just being his full-blown mental imagination. I think it would have been better. My opinion, but again, they wrote it this way. The Halloween premise was fine. They didn't do a whole lot with it, but it worked for the setting.
It worked, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good like Halloween movie, I feel. It's one that I would suggest people to go watch.
Miss Divine was not good.
I don't think she was needed.
She was written
I think she had
afterwards. I think she's an afterthought.
I don't think I think she was needed, but I don't think she should have played as big of a part as she had.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of it was cliche after the parents were killed off. The plot just went all over the place afterwards. The ending was super unnecessary, and it felt just...
I will say the scene where
what?
they're eating the soup.
That was a good scene. That's what I saw on TikTok. That's what I saw.
Where they're like, you have to have been paying attention during the rat poison part.
Well, they said the cinnamon, and he sniffed it, and I was like...
He's like, oh, it smells like cinnamon.
What?
And he said that line like,
what did you do? And
when he first introduces the boy to the
rat poison,
right, he's like the boy sniffs it and goes, oh, it smells like cinnamon, and smiles, and he's like, be careful, sweet things. Or, I don't know. He says some kind of
sweet
weird
things aren't always as they seem.
something like that.
Yeah,
and
that felt like foreshadowing. And I was just like, I put more into the foreshadowing than what actually happened, because when that scene happens, that's like almost middle to middle half of the film. You still got another like 20 minutes afterwards of a lot more, and you didn't expect it.
They did a good job about like making you forget that. Like, I had no idea. I mean, you said you've seen the scene.
Yeah.
I thought you're like, oh, I've seen this scene. I thought like she was gonna like stab a trick or treater or something, or bring one in and like. Yeah, I thought something like that was gonna happen, or the kids were gonna come and like barge through and like hurt them while they were at the dinner table. I was not expecting the rat poison.
Right. Okay.
But I think that scene was like peak. Like, that was a really good, like, it wasn't peak. It was like, it was peak, but then kept going and rolling with like, oh my God, what's next? Oh my God, what's next? Oh my God, what's next? Like, it was just kind of like that.
It was pretty wild.
Like, wait, she's real? Wait, she's a what? Like, it
you're trying to sell this movie more for me than for me. I'm just saying, look,
it's giving me goosebumps. Like,
it's not that
I thought it was pretty good. I give it a 7.5, and that's enough for me to be able to say a rewatch for like a Halloween. I'm not gonna put it back in the next year. No, probably not until at least Halloween or like October.
5.5. It's terrible.
Oh, I give it like a 7.5.
A couple of facts on this film though that I want to say. There's only like a handful. So, Luke Busey, who's the bully, the kid bully, that's Gary Busey's son.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is his first feature film.
Oh, you did a good job with like selling the broken leg, man.
Yeah.
Damn, I was like upset and happy he got it broken.
This is Seth Rogen's first produced horror movie.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Huh, good for him.
The movie was notoriously undermarketed with virtually no advertising by its studio, despite having heavy-hitting producers such as Seth Rogen, and a overly general positive response by critics and audiences. The film also opened in July against Barbie and Oppenheimer.
Oh, it came out in July?
Yeah.
It, honestly, if it would have came out now, it would have gotten, even with Five Nights at Freddy's, it still would have got hit. Like,
in between, before it. Just come out like
in October.
Beginning of October.
Yeah, it would have gotten some really good pickup. I don't know why they said.
Oh, they had Saw. That's why. They had Saw. Yeah.
I still think this would have hit harder.
It's weird. So I am giving this movie a 5.5. You said you're giving this a 7.
7.5.
Yeah. For next episode, we are gonna watch the original Five Nights at Freddy's movie, Willy's Wonderland.
What?
Yeah. Willy's Wonderland came out a couple years ago.
You're talking about the one with Nick Cage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, came out in 2021. Here's the premise of it. A quiet loner finds himself stranded in a remote town when his car breaks down. Unable to pay for the repairs he needs, he agrees to spend the night cleaning Willy's Wonderland, an abandoned family fun center. But this Wonderland has a dark secret that this janitor is about to discover. He soon finds himself locked in an epic battle with possessed animatronic mascots that roam the halls. To survive, he must fight his way through each of them. So,
Is it
Nick Cage.
Is it supposed to be based off Five Nights at Freddy's?
Yes.
Okay.
Five Nights at Freddy's was not expected to come out as an actual movie.
So this is kind of like a test drive, is what you're saying.
This was someone else writing it, and yeah.
Okay.
And I don't think Nicolas Cage has one word in this film. Just like No One Will Save You.
Well, she at least had like a sentence.
Yeah. I think he has one word to say, though, in this movie. So we'll have to check it out. Seems pretty interesting. We gotta get to our fan question. And then I think we're going to get out of here because we still got to eat. So
I'm actually getting really hungry.
It's really hungry. Yeah, I'm getting hungry, too. So
I'm hungry.
Mom, I want some food.
Speaking of...
What?
We watched the new South Park episode.
We did. I forgot to mention that.
11 out of 10.
Oh my gosh. It was called
11 out of 10.
What was it called again? What's the...
Panderverse?
The Panderverse, yeah, because they're pandering to gender swapping everything. And South Park really hit the nail on the head. Like, it's crazy.
They released a nuke, and it was a good nuke.
I think that Disney needs to...
I love that, there's not very many shows left that are putting up with society's
censorship,
snowflakey censorship.
The Simpsons
and South Park,
Simpsons
is one of them, and that's I have that. I
Okay.
have that. That's
What's
what
that?
I'm pandering to.
You're pandering. You're not pandering.
I know.
You're transitioning.
I'm transitioning to.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm transitioning to. Is they announced a couple days ago. Actually, it might have been yesterday. No, it was a couple days ago. After 34 years, the running gag on The Simpsons is over. Homer will not be strangling Bart anymore on The Simpsons.
Because they're scared of everyone getting upset about it. I mean, it promoted child abuse, I guess. But everyone knew it was a joke.
And it's 34 years old!
You're shouting. Why are we yelling? We're not in control of this. We're two people in Indiana that are just talking about it. We don't have...
At least we still have South Park.
We don't have much...
So what I loved underneath that, that one of the top comments on Facebook underneath that post was, and a South Park episode coming in 3, 2...
Pretty much, yeah. Just waiting for the like maybe Randy will choke Stan. And PC principal will get involved in like the school.
God.
And,
I need more. Everyone needs more South Park in their life. If you are trying to think like, oh man, I probably shouldn't watch South Park because it's been a while and they probably got all sensitive. No. You need South Park. Watch South Park.
South Park is very much so needed for the soul.
This episode was exactly what was needed right now. So
we needed to see South Park say what we were all
saying. There is a reason why comedy is comedy.
Subjective, though. It's very subjective.
It is. But I'm just saying, like, you're supposed to be able to make fun of anything. Like, that's just I'm like,
mm-hmm.
You make people laugh, and that's what South Park does. And at the end of like every episode, they treat it like a Reading Rainbow episode. Like, what did we learn today, kids?
I learned something today. You can't just pander to everybody. You have to just pick and choose your battles, pretty much. That's pretty much what they were saying out of this entire episode, which is, again, great writing. And I'm really happy that they did it, and I hope that they do more. And I wish
the day we lose Trey and Matt
Trey does a lot. Matt Stone even said it. Matt Stone said that if it wasn't for Trey, he wouldn't be where he was. Like, he has to be with
the
Trey
day
Parker.
We lose either one of them is going to be a really sad day.
It's gonna really ruin
They're keeping
comedy.
Me like my...
You're keeping my spirit alive.
Yeah, like they're keeping my spirit alive.
The day the comedy died.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, so we got to talk about this fan question here. How long after Halloween is it acceptable to leave your decorations up? I mean, some people are very notorious about having Christmas up fast, right away. Gotta have it. Some people even had it up without even having Halloween up, and it kind of.
Makes me mad.
When we heard about that at the party, I was like, I am
Makes me
absolutely
mad.
beside myself, and I can't believe that you have the right to vote.
If you
Just
think that's
kidding.
gonna happen in this house, you married the wrong girl.
Yeah, we are not those type of people. We do give ourselves seasonal options. We know Thanksgiving's coming up. My family put up Christmas Black Friday or the weekend of, like
Yeah,
Thanksgiving.
the day after Thanksgiving.
Yes, that's when we did Christmas
Mhm.
stuff, and we kept that tradition until we moved around for a while. When we moved here, I believe, because we couldn't keep a lot of that tradition. We were just very busy at the time. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Halloween stuff. We still have a little bit of ours up, not intentionally. I
just couldn't take it down
Yeah,
because
I
you were
mean-
busy up here and I wasn't tall enough to take it down.
I will take it down. It will be done, no problem. It's not that big of an issue. We just it's been about a week and a half ish. It's been a week.
I can't believe I've actually got it all down within a week.
We actually
I technically got Halloween packed up in less than a week.
we don't really need to worry too much about what's left up. It's
Well, the thing is, like, there's still like pumpkins, like harvesty looking things, like fall stuff,
that's fine.
decorations up.
That's so fun.
And I was like, but if I don't pack it up now, along with the Halloween stuff, then
Did you pack it up?
yeah. Because if I didn't pack it up, then I would have to pull those bins back out to repack it up. And I was already packing back up. So I was like, whatever, I'll just pack it up. And it was only like a few things here and there. The rest of it was
Gotcha.
like skeletons and,
yeah,
goblins and ghouls and kind of stuff.
the
So,
gabagool.
The gabagool.
So we went a week. That's pretty acceptable. I think a week. Maybe
I'm not
less.
going to be,
I'm not keeping the Grim Reaper up a week after. I'll tell you that. We're pretty quick. We took that down after the party.
The party stuff, like the really heavy Halloween stuff, we usually take down right after our Halloween party. But like we just said, Halloween is usually, like, our party is right around Halloween.
It's
This
been
time it
on
was
it.
2.5 weeks early.
Yeah, we did it early, and I was Halloweened out by the time Halloween hit. I'm like,
Right?
I'm done.
Yeah.
I didn't even care about it. Like, I didn't.
Like, Halloween's one of my favorite seasons. Holidays. I mean, it is
It
really
is
a season for
Holidays,
me.
it's-
Halloween's a season.
Halloween
It's
is a
Halloween season.
It is. It is. I mean, September starts it. I'd say maybe. No, September.
September. Not
September.
August.
Nope.
September.
I was about to say
Definitely
maybe.
September hits and you're like, oh shit, October's next month. Time to start thinking about Halloween.
Yeah, exactly. Agreed. That's when we get our Halloween party set up, and everyone thinks about it. Everyone does. So, how long? What did I say? We're in the process, but if it's fall related, then it can stay up post Thanksgiving. So, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
If it's
I
fall
answered that.
related, I'd say, like, you can even keep your fall stuff up all November for all I care and start doing your
For all
Christmas
you care?
stuff.
Oh, police
And
over
You said
here.
what I think is acceptable.
Right.
So I think it's acceptable to keep, like, fall stuff up until, like, the end of November. Halloween stuff, I feel like maybe a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Like, I say, if you still got your Grim Reapers and your trash bags that you made into body bags swirling around in the wind on your front door,
Mm-hmm.
me.
Yeah, you.
Next week, it's probably not a good look. You're supposed to be feeling thankful, damn it.
Yeah, right.
So I'd say like a week or two.
I'm so ready for Thanksgiving.
If you're
I
pushing
am.
3 weeks and you're going into the week of Thanksgiving and you've got Grim Reapers and body bags in your front yard, you might want to clean those up.
Oh boy. All right, so we got some answers on Discord here. Arrow was one of the first ones to answer, and he said 1 day.
What?
And
1 day?
1 day after
Arrow.
Halloween. After Halloween, 1 day. 1 day. I mean, that's not awful. That's not awful. Brig said year round Halloween decorations is the best and is only decoration that should be allowed to be left up.
I mean, I agree with like the year round thing. Like, I like the
Some
people that have
things.
like the little like Halloween tree with like little ornaments and stuff that they keep up like year round. Like, I like that.
Interesting. Crystal said year round. For some people, that's their everyday decor. Like our house, a lot of it.
See, that's what I mean. Like, if you can make it flow
Yeah.
and make it work. Like,
yeah.
like we've seen Briggs' house. They make it work.
They have a room.
Pretty much. Yeah, but they make it work.
Right.
And Crystal and Patrick, they
Well,
make
they
it work.
have it all over the place because they have a lot of collectibles.
Yeah,
that are
and you don't want to like
horror
pack that shit
styled.
up. You want to display it, so like
Right.
they can make it work.
Uh-huh. Okay. We got one from Sassy Princess on Discord that says, I don't decorate, but I wouldn't say more than a week. So,
Okay.
yeah. That was our Discord answers. We appreciate those. You guys are awesome. You got some more social media? What do you got, Alex?
I've got some stuff on some Instagram.
Go on.
Instagram, we got the Fickle Fanboy Podcast.
Shout out to them.
I'll let you know how long I keep up my Halloween decorations. After I take my Christmas decorations down, they've been up there since 2017.
Oh my gosh. We still have our, by the way, we have our Christmas lights up still from last year in the other room.
Yeah, I know, but those are like...
They're white lights.
They're white lights. They're not like... I think that they're just like... I consider them more like an everyday decor kind of lighting.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if they were like twinkle stars that were like blue and green and red, now I think that's like more Christmassy.
Yeah.
So I don't really count that.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that. That's a good response.
We got one on Facebook from Patrick that says, I say a week and a half. So that Crystal did say that was also what she said at the end of hers, was more along like the lines of people who would originally take their stuff down. It's about a week and a half. We got another one on Facebook from Jeff that says November 1st, which is one day as well. He said his are already down. So appreciate those responses on Facebook as well. Make sure you guys are following us on social media.
We got a response from Jersey Comic Crew Podcast.
Shout out to those guys.
As someone who is not a big fan of Christmas, I'm a believer in holidays staying in their monthly lane. Halloween is October, Thanksgiving is November, and Christmas is December. Plain and simple.
I like that. I actually do like that. I like how sometimes people are that structured and go directly with the month is that holiday. And I get it because, Valentine's Day is February. You got March that always has St. Patty's. Easter's normally in April. That kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. We've got Justin Kelly.
Shout out to Justin Kelly and the Juice in the Morning podcast.
Juice in the Morning podcast.
I haven't seen anything up on his recently. He's been doing
a
Halloween.
lot.
He was doing Halloween.
He does
stuff.
a lot more like personal, like bodybuilding kind of like little stories here and
Podcast,
there.
Yeah.
Okay. He said it should come down November 1st because that's the start of Christmas decorations. At least it is in my house.
Yeah, and that's totally agreeable. I get it.
We've got the Terrible Terror podcast.
And that's Brian.
B-Rye.
Shout out to
He
them.
probably hates
B-Rye. Only you call him that.
That's like the first time I really called him.
You call him that on Twitch before.
Spooky season is all year round, though those pumpkins should should go before the undead rise from your front yard and throw them away. Yeah, I totally agree. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I love that.
All right. So, we'll have another fan question next episode. I don't think we have anything else we need to.
You got these.
This.
Okay.
Yep. I don't think we have anything else we need to touch on as far as the show goes. Do you have anything else, Alex?
Let me double check my screenshots because I always take these things and then I forget about them.
It's been a really light news stuff, more along the lines of people are talking about, because there's like a lot of shows and movies are getting pushed back, and then a lot of stuff's just on the down low, like quiet. Like there isn't a lot of news out there other than sports right now, so it's kind of like the chunk of everything, and that's normal for the beginning of November. We'll be talking about Call of Duty and kind of having our impressions / reviews of the multiplayer next episode, so I can't wait to do that.
I'm gonna look like I haven't gotten any sleep.
What?
I said I'm gonna be looking like I haven't gotten any sleep. I'm gonna be playing Call of Duty 24/7. Yeah, did gotta get that rank up, bro.
What I think it is you're just gonna be you're gonna get Call of Duty out. Like,
you're gonna be like kill, 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 kill.
You think so?
Hardcore team deathmatch. Woo, let's go.
You're trying to hype yourself up.
Oh man, I'm ready for like insta kill. Kills.
Well, we don't know if it's gonna be tactical team deathmatch or if it's gonna be actual hardcore like Black Ops. Black Ops is the best. Can't wait for that next year. We're already just ready for it, With the acquisition of Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard, it's gonna be something else. It's gonna be a lot of new games to play, old games to play, picking up old and new games. Let's do our plugs here. Alex, you want to go ahead and plug your Twitch?
Yeah, if you'd like to watch me stream, it's twitch.tv/cute_kitty, KUTE_KITTI. Stream on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday evenings. As far as I know, I think this month, pretty much, I will be back on a regular schedule.
Yeah, I don't think
October
we're
is
traveling.
all over the place.
I don't think we're traveling this season for Thanksgiving. I think we're staying.
No, we'll be local this year.
Yeah. Yep. So
Yeah,
it looks
so-
like you're going to be staying on your schedule at least regularly. I'll be probably off my birthday and Thanksgiving. So
Yeah.
my
We'll be in
birthday
a
is the
food
day
coma
before
Thanksgiving,
So yeah. As far as my stream goes, it's twitch.tv/Mr. L. That's MISTERL. You'll find me on stream Wednesday and Thursday evening and Saturday morning. I am normally doing Fortnite right now. I will be doing a little bit of Call of Duty on Thursday and trying it out and seeing if it's worth my time on stream. But I do enjoy playing Fortnite a lot with the guys as well. I would like to be playing Warzone eventually. There's going to be a new Warzone map in December, so see how that goes. I'm just excited to see what what's new on the gaming side, you know. As far as our podcast goes, we'd like it if you guys hit the like button. And if you are not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please hit the subscribe button, which we go live every other Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hit the bell to be notified when we're live as well. As far as our social media goes, we're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Follow us on their social medias. PTOUnlimited podcast is what you'll search. And make sure you're following our merch. We're going to be having some... I told Alyx what our plans are for holiday merch.
It's exciting.
It's going to be a lot of work on my end, so that's coming up soon. I
think it's probably your
hoping
best
to have it
idea
up.
yet.
Hoping to have it out by Black Friday. So
Have your wallets ready.
be on the lookout for the announcement.
You're not going to want to miss this.
It's going to be interesting. I hope to have it out before.
I'm not trying to hype this up, but I'm hyping it up for myself because
You want one?
I want one.
It's just going to be some extra work on my end.
I haven't even seen any finished product, and I want one.
I have a template going.
I've
so-
seen the template, and I want one.
Yeah, it's just I have some work to do. As far as our podcast goes, if you want to follow me on Twitter, it is @_Mr. L. Brett is Brett_Wings.
Cute _kitty. I like that you did that because that really helped me.
Yeah. He hasn't been active on Twitter at all. He hasn't been active on any social media except for when we send him stuff on our group chat. It's mainly he's just got a lot of work going on, and his time off is very, very valuable to him. He only has like a couple days off, like 2 days off a week, and everything else is filled with a lot. Alyx needs to go take a nap.
No, I don't. I need fed.
She needs food, and then she's gonna sleep. Yeah.
Today's been a really bad day for... I know why I'm yawning.
Go ahead.
It's daylight savings time.
Oh yes, I did forget that we had to deal with
That's
that.
why.
It is daylight savings.
That's why. It's actually like almost 10 o'clock at night.
Shush. It's 8:41.
Our bodies haven't adjusted yet.
We need to eat.
It's like 10
late.
o'clock at night. We haven't eaten. That's why I'm yawning.
All right, we're gonna go, guys. Appreciate y'all joining. You guys have a good rest of your couple weeks. We'll see you guys later. It'll be the week of Thanksgiving. So.
Football.
What?
Football.
Football. Skull Vikings. You really freaked me out with that.